Hello, my name is Ace Guzman. Welcome to Ace and Rich's Hot Seat Live. Yes, today is Friday. I'm excited to be here with you guys. So come on in, get on the live. Let me know in the comments that you can hear me and see me clearly, as well as where are you watching me live from. And I will get into the content in just a few minutes. So let me give a couple shout outs here who we have and get on the live. Okay, let's see here. And my other half is not feeling good still, so he's not going to be here today. And it is just me. You guys will have me. So let's see who is here on the hot seat. Let's see who's in the hot seat. We got Chrissy. Hello, Chrissy. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Yes. All right. Who else? And be sure to like, comment, and share. Definitely share this actual live. And we're going to talk about some really important things today. And hey, Tracy. Tracy says, I'm here. All right. Awesome. Yeah, it is Friday. She's like, I forgot today was Friday. Yep, today is Friday. Absolutely. And I'm just now getting on here because we were connecting and I was like, Rich, we need to go live. And he was just like, I'm not really well. And I was like, okay, we're going to have to do this by ourselves. So what do I got on my board here? Oh, okay. Got my notes here on the board. So that's okay. You guys can see that. This is my officina. This is my desk. This is my desk area. If you guys never seen this on the hot seat, this is the first time. This is my office area. And, I don't know. It might be a little messy. I mean, to me, it looks a little messy. I know what I see, but not what you see. Right? But I have to get this place in order. But that's what we do when we work from home. If your desk is like completely neat all the time, you ain't working. You ain't working, right, Chrissy? You are not working. Your desk is a mess. But I like this space, but I'm really ready for a change. I'm ready to change it up again. I got to always change it. Oh, man, I already have a question. Oh, all right. Hold your question. I want to get to it. Yes, Chrissy, I want to get to your question. We want to take care of your questions on the hot seat. Absolutely. Yes. But I want to get into the topic of today because there's this one thing that you must know. And if your business is online and you don't know this one thing, then you are in for a rude awakening. Okay, so let's see who here is understanding what I'm talking about. Okay, what do you think it is? What is that one thing that you need to focus on when it comes to you online marketing? Okay, let me know in the chat. What is that one thing? Let's see. Let's get some engagement. Go on. You can type it right in the chat. And those of you who are YouTube, hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Love seeing you guys here. Also, you guys want to participate? Definitely want to do that on the hot seat. Go ahead and post it in the chat in YouTube. What is that one thing you need to concentrate on that is very important as an online marketer? What do you think it is? Go ahead and write it in the chat. And I'm going to get to your question too. Hold on. I'll be right with you. Okay, let's take a look. Come on. Don't be afraid. Answer the question. What is that one thing? If you're marketing online, what are you supposed to be doing? Hey, Cheryl, welcome to the hot seat. Good to see you. She says courage. Got to have some courage. All right. Chrissy says, what about mindset? Mindset is good. Good answers. I like these answers. It is vital. Yes, this is a vital one thing. Yep. So far, nobody said the answer. So still waiting. And while you guys are doing that, I am like, hey, David, good to see you. David Twomey in the house. All right. What is the one thing that you should be focusing on when it comes to online marketing? Think about it. I know what the one thing is, but I'm not going to tell you yet. Okay. Tracy Lee says traffic. Traffic. Okay. Getting close. It's in the vicinity. A little vicinity. Okay. Good answer. Chrissy says making connections and have to talk to people. Yeah, that's part of traffic, right? That's part of traffic. So it's almost the same thing. It's just it's said differently, okay? But that's not the answer. Nancy says mindset. Yeah, mindset's good. Chrissy even thought about that one too, Nancy, but no. Good to see you. Welcome to the hot seat. Cheryl Grass says attraction. Is that the one thing? Do you want to just focus on attraction? I don't know. We got to think about this one. Let's scratch our heads. Tracy Lee says leads. Ooh, That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Leads are the lifeblood of your online business. It is true, but that's not the answer either. Thanks for trying, though. I love it. Hello, Angeline. Good to see you. Just jumped on. Yes. And the question to answer, Angeline, that we're all trying to figure out for today's topic is, what is the one thing that you must know, okay, and focus on when it comes to online marketing? And you can see in the comments all the other people's answers. Okay, she wants to give it a shot. How about conversions, Ace? Well, that is the end all be all. We do want conversions, but that's not the focus. That's not the focus on this one, though. But good try. Good try. I love the try. Good try. You'll be surprised when I tell you. Nancy, investing in yourself. Investing in yourself, okay? But that's not the actual concentration. I'm about to tell you right now, okay? All right, so the one thing that you should be focusing on when it comes to online marketing is, let me post the answer. If I'm able to share it, let me see if I can just post it up here. What is that one thing? Okay, the one thing is, all right, let's see. What is the one thing? I'm going to flash it on the screen. I'm typing it up right now. Da, 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 da. What is the one thing? Let's take a look. Copywriting. Oh, there we go. You see it? Yeah, there it is right there. It's copywriting. You must know this, like, really important skill set. Copywriting, guys. When you're an online marketer, you got to learn copywriting. And this applies to everything we're going to talk about today. Copywriting is so critical to getting leads, to getting attraction, to getting traffic, to getting conversions, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you're going to be able to get those results, is understanding how to write great sales copy. Okay? And that's what we want to talk about today. So I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh. Okay, I love this reaction. We got Tracy. Oh, shit. Oh, there's Chrissy. Oh, my God. Yes, okay. Yes, that's exactly it. It's all about copywriting. Now, most people don't focus on copywriting. Why? Why don't you focus on copywriting? Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you this. Post in the chat, and we're going to flash some of your answers here, some good ones here. Why is it that you're avoiding to learn copywriting? What is it? Does it scare you? What's the problem here when it comes to, if you want to increase traffic, if you want to, get leads, if you want to get conversions, if you want to get better opens on your emails, or you want to increase your click-through rates, right? Why is it that you don't want to learn copywriting? Let's take a look. Go ahead and post in the chat. I want to see your answers here. Yes. Now it's hitting you, right? She's like, I should have known that. I know. Nancy Park says, I've been working on that for sure. My emails are getting a lot of opens and clicks. Good for you, Nancy. And the more that you keep producing content and understanding, what it is that your audience wants, okay, and you keep giving them what they want, that is going to improve your copywriting for your particular niche. Very good, Nancy. David Timmy says, brain fart. Yes, copywriting. Chrissy says, that is what I need to work on. Yes, absolutely. And you know what? You're not the only one. I've been working on it myself, and I've been seeing over the past couple of weeks going into the new month for the quarter that my open rates are getting a lot better now. I'm starting to see more high open rates, and I'm also starting to see more click-throughs, and that's because I'm starting to understand copywriting, okay? And, the way to get good at copywriting, okay, is important for you to create, emails, if you're going to be doing for list building, if you're going to be creating articles, then get blogging, write those articles consistently all the time so you can get better at it, right? Better subject lines, better topics, better content is going to come out of it, right? And then you're going to see better results. Tracy says, I'm not good at it. Well, we got to get good at it, don't we, Tracy? We got to get good at it, okay? David Twomey knows me. He's like, I should have known by your post. Yeah, as you can see, even in social media, when you look at our posts on our timeline, the one that's doing all that writing is, if it's not Rich, and Rich usually says who's writing. Like if I put a post, like you won't see me sign off as Ace. I'll just write the post, right? And mine's are really creative, juicy, very attractive, right? Those are my types of posts. But when Rich writes a post, he'll sign off as RG or Rich, you know how he likes to do it. And that's his, you know, his voice. So you can see through the copy, there's different versions from different voices, and you need to find your voice when it comes to copywriting. You got to find that voice and have it match your market, right? Otherwise, you're trying to sell everyone and you're selling no one. Dave says, I have trouble with curiosity and congruency. Hey, me too, man. Me too. I ran into that, and it just takes practice. It really does. And the only way you're going to get there, I'm going to share with you how to do it. Okay. Yes, I don't want to come on as boring and being pitchy. No. And you know what, Chrissy, you are so right, because when I was writing emails to the list, that's all I was doing was being pitchy. And then that would reflect in my marketing on social media. So then my Twitter feed would be all pitchy, and then my Facebook, you know, posts would be all pitchy. I mean, who wants to go to somebody's profile that got all that junk on there that's all about the business? Right? I don't care what you're selling. Even if you're selling cryptocurrency, all you talk about is the business. That's all you talk about. But you ain't making it interesting, and you're not making where people's like, okay, I've seen this already. Can you give me something new? Right? Give me something new that I can actually sink my teeth into and like it for once. Because if you put the same stuff, you know what we call that? Blindness. When the hand come up, it's all blind. You blinding your audience. You know what's going to end up happening? They're going to unfriend you on your social media. They're going to follow somebody else who is giving that value, and they're going to go to somebody else and work with them, not with you. That's what's going to end up happening. Angeline says, one of my mentors gave me a shout out for being great at copywriting. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Angeline says, I agree. Be creative. You got to be creative. You got to be creative. And how many times have you gone on profiles that you get friend requests from people on social media? Okay, especially. And then all of a sudden, you know, you do your little thing, you go over there, you check them out, right? I like to do that. You like go over to their profile, check it out. And then what happens? There's nothing in there but all about the business. That's all it is. It's like, come on, it's got to make this interesting. You know, give me some more of the substance, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're boring me. And this is what's happening right now is people fall into the trap, and then they see like these gurus doing this because they see them like putting social proof all the time. They put like checks all the time. They're flashing money, you know, and all this stuff. And then you got people who are just like starting out with online marketing, and they're copying the same thing, thinking that's what's going to bring them a result. But they forget to learn about how to write good sales copy. And that's not how it's going to work. You don't just copy and then just do that on your wall. You got to understand it. You know, there's a science behind copywriting. Why do you think Dan Kennedy, you know, had so much success? Why he's known as the godfather of understanding copy, creating copy, right? He written ads. He did commercials, you know, like he knew the formula and the science, how to get a cold person to become a red hot buyer. And that's what the problem that we face in this marketplace is. We don't know as we're getting started. Nobody tells us this stuff. We find out the hard way, don't we, guys? We find out the hard way when it comes to like marketing on the internet, that we have to learn specific skill sets. And we thought it was all just about sales, right? So when you're creating your content, you have to think about the person in mind, okay? And I talked about this in the 8th secret yesterday in my series, Copywriting Secrets. And if you don't know what that is, you can watch on my YouTube channel, and you'll see me go over like my takeaways from reading the book, Copywriting Secrets. And Copywriting Secrets is by Jim Edwards. It's a great book, guys. Pick it up, read it, and really start applying some of those techniques in your stuff. And you will start seeing and getting a better understanding why you can't get creative and why you can't create content that people want in your niche. You won't understand that until you read the book. That's what I'm saying. So pick that book up. But copywriting is about structure and strategy. That's what it is. Copywriting is about structure and strategy. Nobody writes better copy than you. Don't think for one second that you can get involved in an online business and outsource all of your copywriting to somebody else. Who fell into that trap? That's a costly mistake. That's a costly mistake. If you got an idea and you think, oh, you know what, I'm going to get involved with, affiliate marketing, and I'm going to outsource all my emails, and I'm going to outsource all my copy. I'm going to have somebody do all the work for me. Do you think that's a smart decision from a business standpoint? What do you think? Right? Not a smart decision. Matter of fact, that's an expensive decision. Do you know how much it costs to outsource copywriting? I don't think y'all realize how much it is. Okay? Think about, everybody ever heard of Joe Vitale? Everybody ever heard Joe Vitale? Joe Vitale is like a hypnotic copywriter. Like, he got books out there. He understands copywriting, and he's a genius when it comes to copywriting on a whole nother level. And I went online to go see how much Joe Vitale, like to hire Joe Vitale to do your copywriting. Guess how much it costs? How much do you think it costs? Right? Mucho mula. Hey, Karen, mucho mula. Yeah, exactly. It costs mucho mula, right? But if we're talking numbers here from a business standpoint, it's anywhere from like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. I don't know about you, but I don't got enough grandmas that's hiding that kind of money underneath her mattress. Okay? No. So you getting started, you have to think, hold on a second. I thought I could outsource all this stuff. Yes. You see, this is the thing right here that really gets me. Tim Ferriss's book, okay, The 4-Hour Work Week. Everybody got that book, right? Y'all read that book, 4-Hour Work Week? He gives everybody an idea to outsource everything. Okay, listen up here. I'm gonna take y'all on a journey. He gives you in the book, you read about how he can bring down, the 9 to 5, and working 40 hours a week down to 4 hours. Okay, the 4-hour work week. But here's what is missing. He doesn't tell you this. Okay, you got to learn copywriting because you're the one that has to create your copy. That's what I'm saying. Like, to him, yeah, he got the money. He can outsource all that stuff and go run and play. But for beginners who are just getting, you can't just like dive in like that and just throw 25 grand out the window and outsource all your shit. No way. No way. It's not duplicatable. It's not duplicatable. You cannot do it. So how do you get over that? You must learn how to write bad copy first. Got it, David? You got to learn how to write bad copy first. Then you go from bad copywriting to good copywriting over time. And as over time you create good copywriting, then you go from good to great. You got that? So you write it for a while, okay? To your your audience, whether you're producing content visually and you're using YouTube videos, okay? Or you're creating content through the written word and you're creating articles on your blog or website, or you're using social media accounts and you're creating posts. You got to write some bad ones for a while to get good. And before you become great, you got to start off with bad to go to good before you go to great. So if you got some bad copywriting, well, then guess what? Good, because you learning. You learning. You got to write some really bad emails if you're on your list. And you see like terrible emails. You're like, you know what? I got to write this over and over till I get really better at it. That's the only way you're going to improve. So the best person to create your copy is you. You must learn this as a skill set. And this is why a lot of marketers fail. A lot of marketers fail because they don't want to learn this skill set. They're afraid of it. It's kind of like a vampire to them. So they kind of put the cross on it like this. They don't want to learn it. Right? You get what I'm saying? Yes, Chris says, seeing the progress is awesome. It sure is. It sure is. And you won't know it's going to be good to great until you see how your people, your audience in your niche space reacts. If they like it, they'll let you know. If they love it, they'll let you know. If they hate it and it sucks, they'll let you know. Right? They will let you know. Priscilla says, you fail and you win. Yes. Love that. Chrissy says, I'd rather work for it and learn and see yourself grow. There's no running away from this. Copywriting is a skill set that you must learn. and it will pay you for the rest of your life. You can literally write your own paycheck by knowing this skill set. Think about all the great gurus you bought courses from in the past. Think about all the products and training you bought in the past, present right now. Think about that. What was it that grabbed your attention? Was it the headline? Was it the video on the bridge page? Right? Was it the capture page? Was it the look and feel? Did that matter? Or what was said to you, spoke to you, and told you that you was going to get this if you bought that? There was something about the headline that said, if you buy this from me, you're going to get that. And whatever the result is for what you bought. Is that what you fell for? Because guess what? That's some badass copywriting. You should have saved it. You should have saved it. You should have been like, damn, that thing made me open up my wallet and my purse. And I swipe my credit card. I don't even know these people. That's some good copy. That's the stuff that you need to remember. When you are intrigued to open up an email and the subject line in the email says, hey, click on me. I'm going to show you what's on the inside. And it builds curiosity. Even if the subject line has nothing to do with the body copy. It got your attention. Because that's what copywriting really does. It's literally a way to magically draw you in to get your attention. And some of you got some crickets. You got some crickets going on in your business. Crickets. All the content you put out there, nobody's looking at it. All the content you write, nobody's reading it. All the content you produce, nobody is watching. This is hot, what we're talking about right now. Y'all getting value from this, what I'm talking about? Let me know in the chat. Dave Twomey says, this is why I got on Ben Settle's email list to learn from one of the best. I love Ben Settle. You would be, we here. Yes. Ben Settle is a great copywriter. Definitely. He's on a whole nother level with his language. He got his own voice, his own, mannerisms and things like that. He says things that's shocking that I'm like, whoa, he went there. And you know what? That's cool. The man makes a lot of money. He knows what he's doing. He's a copywriter. That's what he does. That's how you get great. Jim Edwards, another copywriter. He's the author of the book, Copywriting Secrets, right? He's great. Dan Kennedy, Joe Vitale. How about Frank Kern? We haven't heard that name in a while. Frank Kern has some great emails back in 2016 when we started reading them. Frank Kern was great, still is great, creating emails, right? Russell Brunson, he's got some stuff now he had to learn all over again. He had to improve some stuff. He thought he was good, but he wasn't good enough until he actually started working with Jim Edwards and he started getting better. Because Jim Edwards gave him some, little talking to about, well, let's change this up now. We got to change up your marketing. We need to do some better titles here. We need to be some better subject lines, headlines, right? And we got to work on the body copy. The body copy is just as important as the headline. We got to work on that. See? And you thought, oh, I could just go and buy ClickFunnels and just open up a website and copy the page and that's that. No, that's laziness. That's lazy. Come on, give it up. You've been lazy. You've been lazy as hell. And you know what? I'm going to throw myself under the bus. I was lazy too, because I thought that's exactly what we were supposed to be doing here is finding products online, become affiliates, and then sell the stuff. And that's that. Little did I know, I have to learn a specific skill set known as copyright in order to improve. If I want to make more money, I got to have more skills. Don't wish it was easier, ladies and gentlemen. Wish it was better. Wish you were better. Wish you had better skills. Copywriting is one of them, a major thing. There you go, Lamar. Another one. Thank you. Another shout out name, Gary Halbert. Great copywriter. Did you know with Gary Halbert, Lamar is in one of my classes, and we had an exercise with the coach that we had to do together. And he made everybody, literally, he told everybody, all of us, okay, to go to Gary Halbert's sales letters and handwrite them. Handwrite the sales letter in your hand out, word for word. Why do you think the mentor told us to do that? Right? You did the exercise, didn't you? You had to do that. You had to write it by hand. And people are like, wait a minute, I can just type it out. No. You're cheating. Don't cheat yourself. How are you supposed to learn copywriting if you don't practice? You got to practice. You got to practice it, and you got to do it the old school style if you have to, till you get it. That was the reason. Lamar said, my hand still hurts. I know your hand still hurts. Get that cramp in your hand because you haven't used a pen in such a long time because you've been typing all your life. See, bring you back to the basics, right? And all of us had to do it. And you know what? We learned some valuable lessons about how Gary Halbert created persuasive words and language he was using in his sentences that drew us in as a possible customer for a product that's for colon cleansing. Right? And you did it too. Dave Twomey, he was in that class too. He did it too. Yeah. Nancy says, I learned structure and format from that exercise. There you go. Very good. See? So, copywriting. This is a good topic to talk about. Now, I know you guys didn't expect it, but this is important to know. Copywriting is going to help you determine what types of people on your list are the most responsive. This is my dry erase board right here on my desk, okay? I segment my list. Cold, warm, and hot. I know who's the most responsive. My hot is my buyers. But before you go here, okay, Angeline said earlier when I asked the question, what was the skill? And she said, we need to focus on conversions. Before you get to conversions, my dear, you got to figure out how to take cold traffic and get them warm. Cold traffic. When you segment your traffic, you're going to learn this. Copywriting is the gateway, the doorway of how to communicate with your audience. And if you don't know how to do that, you have to learn it. Otherwise, you're putting out all this content and nobody is giving you the attention. That's where you get the crickets from. So it takes time to learn. It takes time to learn how to write copy from scratch. It really, really does. But most people that are successful in this industry space of online marketing, they've been doing it for so long. They already have their muscles built. They understand the language. They can go from scratch and look at an empty email and start creating content. But for you, if you're just getting started, I don't expect you to do that. There's always a shortcut, okay? And it's not plagiarism. The shortcut is not plagiarism. The shortcut, I'm going to share the shortcut. The shortcut is to study your 5 competitors in your space, your top 5 competitors in your industry, and start learning about how they are communicating with their audience. If they're already in your industry, if they're already in your niche, then doesn't it make sense that you guys have the same avatar? See? Sometimes I go, you didn't think about copywriting until I said something. Now you're starting to get the wheels turning. You're like, you know what? You're right, Ace. I should have had an avatar in mind. But all this time, all I'm doing is focus on trying to make that sale, when I really should be focused on who the hell am I talking to if I'm going to make a sale? Who am I talking to? Sales copy, okay, is the communication that is like a conversation with a friend, and you are the trusted advisor. When you're creating copy, you have to write as if you're giving a piece of advice to a friend, like a trusted advisor, your BFF. That's how you have to write. When I got that, I started seeing results in my open rates and my click-through rates, and I started making sales. And just from applying what I needed to learn through learning from the book, and not 100% of the book, but I had to invest in a course for copywriting and understanding. and I already increased my sales from just a brand new list to over $1,000 within the first few days. Again, results vary. Your list is different from mine. My traffic is mixed. Some people do banner ad traffic. Some people have solo ad traffic. Some people have YouTube ad traffic. Some people have Facebook ad traffic. Your traffic varies. So don't think just because you see somebody having results that you're going to have the same results. That doesn't work that way. Your copywriting is your own voice. It's your message and how you communicate and how you have a conversation with your customer avatar, your ideal avatar. In the book, when I was reading, Jim Edwards was talking about it's your Fred. Fred. F-R-E-D. Fred. I said, Fred? What are you talking about, Fred? What do you mean, Fred? And what does Fred stand for? Fred has to have an abbreviated name. He created this, and he talks about Fred because Fred is an acronym for how to remember what content in your sales copy to include when you're giving that advice. Nancy says, I don't like my avatar, so I'm reworking Gene. Okay, but what does Gene do? You got to include Fred with Gene. Fred is your guideline. You're going to use the acronym of Fred in your guideline, and you're going to apply it to your avatar who is known as Gene. Now, is Gene a male or a female? You got to be specific. How old is Gene? Right? Think about the people in your audience. How old is Gene? What does Gene do? Is he single? Is she single? Married? Kids? Right? Gene has to have a life. But obviously in that life, there are lots of what? Problems. Lots of problems Gene's got. Lots of fears. Lots of expectations. Lots of barriers. Right? And Gene wants something, doesn't? So you got to write, Nancy, in a way that you're going to get Gene to say to you, how can you help me get what I want? And you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Angeline says, I'm loving this topic. Yeah, this is some good stuff today, guys. Good stuff. Okay. What time is it? Oh, gosh, time go by fast. Copywriting is a long conversation. I mean, we could be here all day, guys, and be talking back and forth about this stuff. But I'm only giving you just enough information today to really get the wheels turning so that you don't focus on the wrong one thing. Most people who get started in this business, they always focus on the sale. Stop it. Stop focusing on the sale. Sale's not going to come until you learn copywriting. Until you learn how to take cold traffic, warm them up, and bring them into a hot buyer. The reason why Rich and I have done over $1 million in sales online, less record time, is because of this. We understand it. And if you don't understand it, then you've got to learn it. It's a skill set that's missing from your arsenal, from your experience. And that's why you struggle. And that's why you have to pitch, prospect, recruit, promote, and always put stuff out there that's meaningless and a waste of fucking time because nobody's reading it. You got to learn it. I seen people who got email lists that look like the desert. They need some water to drink. Pay attention to what sales copy made you buy in the past. Remember, I just said that. Think about what you bought in the past. Think about the courses. Go look at some of those pages. I know you got some of them. You remember from those people you bought. And if you don't remember, then this time make it a reminder to yourself that if it's making you spend your money or whip out your credit card, that's a good freaking website or page. You better save that bitch and put that in a swipe file. Save it. If it worked and it got you to buy it, save it. You can use some of that copy and repurpose it for your own. Don't plagiarize, like I said, but it's right there in front of you. What you think? Some of these guys do this stuff from scratch. A lot of them are copying off each other. Come on, guys, don't make it too difficult. Lamar says, great topic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to give you some ideas, okay? Here's how you can pay attention to some of the things that you bought in the past to look for great ideas for copy. A Facebook Live video topic. Great copy lines there for you. Emails that made you open. Great copy lines for you. A VSL. Okay? Think about all the VSLs you got to go through before you ended up buying the product or offer that you wanted to buy. What was it about that VSL that made you buy? What was it that made you want to watch the video for about 10 minutes? Right? Save that stuff. Okay? What about a funnel? What about a funnel? All the funnels that you've gone through. You went through a lot of funnels in the past, man. And if you don't remember all of them or they're all deleted from your cookies, then from now on, make it a point to yourself and save that stuff. That's all great stuff you can create a swipe file for. Me and Rich, we got like the Library of Congress of swipe files. We've been saving all our stuff since 2008. We don't throw that stuff out. That stuff is good. And if you think that, you know, you weren't targeted with those things that pop up in front of you, you're a target, whether you like it or not. Think about it. You go online and you're looking for something to buy or maybe doing some research. And then all of a sudden, an ad just pop up about the same damn thing. You're like, wait a minute. Is that ironic? No. That's planned. That's planned. You were targeted. Whether you like it or not, you're a target in the target market. You are. You were a target. He talks about this in the book. He says, become great at creating headlines. Become good at writing bullets. Now, bullets, this is something that's really interesting. When you're writing your stuff, your content and your sales copy, learn to break things down even further by using bullets. Get really good at calls to action. Who here has made the mistake to forget putting the calls to action? Okay? Right? You forgot to put the call to action. You went through all that work, created a great piece, and all of a sudden you forgot the damn call to action. You know that costs you money. When you forget the call to action, that you just cost yourself your sale or a possible lead. You can't forget the call to action. That's the most important thing. If you're doing Facebook Live videos, you can just say, okay, everybody, thank you for watching my video. Good night. Where's the call to action? Click the link below this video if you're doing video marketing, right? I left the link in the description, blah, blah, blah. Or if you're doing a Facebook post, look inside the comments. I have a link there. Boom. But you don't say that. You get nervous, and then all of a sudden you like run away. There you go. Nancy says, may have done it one time. Lamar says, I forget the call to action too many times. It's because you're immersed in your content so much, and you want to get as much as you can out, and that's when you forget to put the call to action. So do what I do. Grab a Post-it, write CT, don't forget to put the CTA, and put it in front of your monitor if you're working in front of your laptop or in front of your desktop. It'll remind you. I look and I see Post-it notes all the time. I got Post-its all over the place. And I have it there to remind me, oh, don't forget the call to action. So that's important. That's a tip. Put a Post-it note in front of you and say, don't forget the call to action. If you're doing a video today, guys, please put call to action, right? If you're writing an email to your list, don't forget the call to action. All that stuff is great, but it is worth nothing without the call to action. You need the call to action. You got to tell people what to do. You got to tell people what to do. All right? Copywriting is a mindset. It's a mindset, and it's important that you understand that the mindset is all about having a conversation and giving that person, that Fred, that customer avatar, a piece of advice, right? And yeah, you're going to sell them, but you're going to do it in a way that they know they're not being sold to. People love to buy, but hate to be sold. You ever heard that phrase? People love to buy, but they hate to be sold. So don't do it. Don't do that. Don't try to push people to buy something. Somebody tried to get me to invest in cryptocurrency today. I said, wait a second. How are you going to get me to invest in cryptocurrency. Does it look like I got that stuff all over my wall and it looks like I'm passionate about it? No. So why would you target me if I'm not in your target market? You're doing it all wrong, man. You're doing it all wrong. You're just going on Facebook, sending out mass friend requests to people, and you want them to go and invest your Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and Forex stuff. And I'm not even got this stuff on my wall. And you're like, you know about crypto? I hate that. I do. It makes me mad. I'm sorry. It does. Thank you, Priscilla. She says, this is value. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are getting value from this. And I'm glad we're talking about this topic. But my advice to you guys is to make sure that you understand copywriting is a skill set. It is something that not to be fluffed around with. It must be learned. It is a practice. It takes time. In order for you to get great, you got to fail in order to move forward. So you got to make some bad stuff in the very beginning, bad sales copy, and learn from it. And then keep improving day by day, every day. If you practice every single day, like your life depends on it. And even copywriting is one more thing I'm going to share with you. Copywriting must be done even when you don't feel like doing it. Huge, what I just told you right there. Copywriting must be done even when you don't feel like doing it. Okay? So let's see. We have a couple more minutes. Anybody got any questions? Let me know. Chrissy, you had a question. Go. I'm going to take Chrissy Tullin's question. I told her I would come back. I promised her. Chrissy, go ahead and put your question in there. And what is your question? And I'll answer it for you. Go ahead. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Go ahead and post in the chat. What's your question, dear? Let's take a look. I have the 3 things set up in my list leverage, but can't afford the traffic authority traffic yet. But I want to get my list started. I can start off at 100 clicks. It's slow, but it will be a start. I want to grow my list, so this is a perfect topic. Okay, but was that the question? I hope that makes sense. I didn't see the question. I think I saw more of a statement. You know, I didn't see a question. So are you stuck somewhere? What is it that you're stuck at? You want to ask me about your budget, or like, what are you trying to ask me? If you want to get your list started and you're at a shoestring budget, okay, the point is to just get it going. Even if you're like $50, $100, right? Traffic is cheap. Honestly, especially with solo ad traffic, is cheap, but you got to get it going somehow. So when it comes to list leverage, like, I don't know how that is, but there are different packages in Traffic Authority that you can buy that are from the lowest budget all the way up to people who have a moderate budget to a high budget. So it's not about how much you could spend or how fast you could spend it. That's not what this is about. I think when building your list, you start off slow with the budget you do have, and then you do what you can to roll whatever, earnings you get from your business, roll it back in and scale from that point to bring more leads in. Do we need to buy the traffic from someone else? No, you don't need to buy the traffic from somebody else. In list leverage, there are different packages. You just have to go and look inside the products, I think it is, or the marketplace inside there, the back office, they have it there. And they tell you what packages are there. Traffic Authority also has it too. I know it took me 3.5 hours to do my last AM broadcast. The time that you put into that is going to be worth it. To be honest, it may seem like a long time, but think of it this way. What if that email converts, right? For some people, David, they take longer, like you. And some people can do it faster. Everybody works at their pace. So don't beat yourself up so hard. Yeah, Priscilla, she's like, I run small traffic, and she's still building her list little by little, little by little. Inch by inch is a cinch, yard by yard is going to be hard. Okay, cool. Yeah, just do it. Get it going. Work with your budget. It's not a race to see how much money you can spend. Don't fall into that trap, because that's what got you in trouble last time. I know where I can get 100 clicks to start. There you go. Go to that source for that traffic and build it up. Yeah, build it up. Build it up. Okay. Anybody else got any questions about copywriting, about what we talked about? Let me know. Oh, okay. Wonderful. You're welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure, Chrissy. She's like, I'm going to start out small, but I don't want to get myself into trouble. And you know what, Chrissy? Everybody has a different perspective when it comes to getting started with online marketing. They think they have to have a lot of money to get started. And you can start with a small budget. You really, really can. It's not like you're opening up a franchise. You can start at your own pace and with your small budget. The point is, are you going to get started? Get started now. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Lamar said, thanks, Ace. Lots of great value. Thank you. That's my tech guy. All right. Oh, the book is awesome, isn't it? Yes, it is an absolute excellent book. It is. I'm really glad. I'm glad I'm reading it. I learned from my mistake for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to, do is every failure has a lesson to be learned from it. And if you invest into something and you didn't get one thing out of it, then I could understand, where you get upset. But every time you buy something, always look for that one thing that you could get out of it. And if you got one thing out of it, whether it be a live event that you went to, a book you decided to read, a course you invested in to learn some skill sets, if you got one good thing out of it, then you know what? It was worth it. I started with $150. Now my list is over 2,000. Congratulations, Nancy. All right. Way to go. Way to go. That's going to be real good. Massive value. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, Christy. All right, guys. Woo. Priscilla says, you can build it. You can. You start out small, but you keep going. You don't stop. You don't stop. I see people all the time trying to come to me and say, Ace, can I build a business with a shoestring budget? And I tell them, if you got a minimum, I'll give you the number, the minimum, okay, of between $250 to $750 for capital, you can do it. Minimum. $250 to $750. Budget that. If you're watching this video on YouTube and you're brand new, budget that to get started. In affiliate marketing, you can do it. And that will be enough to handle your traffic, to get started, to do some tests, to get the list going, have your tools and your coaching. You can do it. You can do it. Nothing's impossible. Okay, Cheryl says, if your avatar is so focused, how do you get in front of the proper audience? Keyword research. Keyword research, my dear. You got to know the right keywords. Keywords are pools of people to tap into. So that's how it begins. You got to be in the right place at the right time. You got to find the right communities that has the right, matching, people in your niche space. Like, for example, for those of us who sell ClickBank offers, ClickBank is huge, right? It's got a lot of great products and offers down there, but not every offer converts. So there are people looking for it, but that's just the mechanism that you need to get that offer out. So now you have an offer. Now you got to get in front of the right people. So what do? You buy paid traffic. However you got to do it, you got to get it. Whether it be paid traffic through social media, paid traffic, or paid traffic through, buyers type traffic, right? Home-based business owner type traffic, right? BizOp. You got to have traffic. And when you put that right traffic in front of the right offer, it will convert. If there's a disconnect, it won't. So the avatar, you got to make sure that when you're creating your content, you got to speak to that specific Fred. Okay? You got to speak to Fred. We'll find out. I'm going to put something up here for you guys. Hang on a second. I'm going to give you what Fred's name is, so you know. Here, I'm going to put it right here in the chat for you guys. Guys, see that? That's Fred. Fred is going to keep you on point, how you're going to get in front of the right audience. If you have this here, you will be able to be aligned with your sales copy. You'll be writing about your specific avatar's fears. You'll be writing about their results that they're going to get if they get your offer. They're going to be learning about the expectations and understanding their desires. You need to have all this in mind when you're creating your sales copy when it comes to copywriting. So I'll keep that up there if you guys want to take a screenshot of that. That's your Fred. And Fred could be anybody, right? But for us, I mean, obviously we're all here in this audience. These are people, you know, you guys are the avatar of the people, the groups, the niche of business opportunity seekers. You are. Even if you have a business, you're still considered one because you're always constantly buying. You're always constantly buying. Think about all the stuff you haven't stopped buying yet. More courses, more training. Something else comes out next week. You want to buy that too, right? But what are you going to do with it? Well, that's on you, right? That's not the responsibility of the vendor. The vendor's just selling the product, right? You want to make money and you're thinking like a vendor, but as a business owner, you got to be specific and strategic about this. It's got to solve a problem. It's got to solve a problem. People buy what they want, not what they need. Okay? People buy what they want, not what they need. So now that you guys know this, I hope you can take away everything that I share with you, and you can watch the replay if you need to. This is a great topic to talk about. We can be here all day. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff with copywriting that many of us don't know. And I advise that you get the book, read it, and start applying some of the techniques that is explained from the book, Copywriting Secrets, in your marketing. All right? So with that being said, it is 6 o'clock on the dot. And I want to thank each and every one of you and each and every one of you on Facebook as well as YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure, if you're watching us on YouTube, to click the notification bell so you don't miss a beat when we go live and we upload new content just like this. And my name is Ace Guzman. Thank you so much for joining us on the hot seat. Join again. You will see us next Friday on the hot seat, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We started a little bit late because my other half is not well, and that's where I'm going to go right now, go take care of him. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah. And if you need to be in touch with me, if you need to communicate with me or send me a message, then feel free to send me a message, okay? And you can go over here to this website and make an appointment to speak with me and Rich, so that way we can actually help you, okay? We can help you with your existing business. And if you don't have a business, we'll help you find one. Right? We'll help you find a business so that way you can get things going and get started and have the right guidance and, you know, mentorship to get the results that you really, really want. All right. All right, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend for some of you, and some of you it'll be cold. I don't know. Take care, everybody. Bye now.